Hello, Internet. Welcome to Antiheroes Anomalous, unless you've been here before, in which case, welcome back. I'm Nick, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show! Before we get started, let's go around the room for introductions.
Hi, I'm Ethan, and I play Slim, who is a celestial patron warlock, and also a plasmoid.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Celine, who is an ASMR lunar sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Jacket, the shifter Way of Mercy monk.
Hi, I'm Gabo, and I play Phaedric, the ASMR Pact of the Chain warlock.
Thanks, everyone. We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. We use custom items and many notable differences from the published adventure. You can see the character portraits on the info card and layout. Those are by our very own K-Cow. You can check the video description for any links and information related to the show, as well as links to Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, and trans rights resources. You can follow us on co-host at Antiheroes. We hope you enjoy the show. Please share it with your friends. And now let's roll the intro. Welcome back. Now, before we get underway, let's have a short recap. Our party awoke in the mortuary of Sigil, with no memory of how they got there. Shortly after reaching the city streets, Phaedric was killed by assassins, only for another version of him to appear alive and well. Over the course of their adventures in Sigil, the other three have also died and returned in a new guise. When they eventually caught the original assassin, a Modron named Precision, he said that this is because they somehow damaged the fabric of the planes, although Phaedric's patron Terraliz claims otherwise. To learn the truth, they have secured an appointment with the assassin's client, an attorney named Relius, on the neutral ground of the Great Gymnasium, which is where we are picking up tonight, as the party, with Jacket's new monk guys in tow, rescued from wage slavery at a nearby cafe, ventures forth out to the Great Gymnasium. And sort of like outside milling around as soon as she sees you hailing as your lawyer, Mistral Vaporia.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, you're not late. We got about 10 minutes to the meeting. Everything good? We should get through customs. It takes a while sometimes.
Yeah, I've got a vague recollection of it taking some time before when I've been here before. So yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's get going. So she kind of like leads you through the gates again. Does anyone want to be difficult about it this time?
I feel like I would just, I think as we get closer, I would kind of just like lean over
that guy
to
sees
Slim.
you, and just like narrows his eyes.
Yeah. I was gonna lean over to Slim and just be like, "Why are they giving me such nasty looks? I feel like that's unwanted."
It was the other you. The other you caused some trouble, but I'm sure this time it'll be fine.
Yeah. And I will say, Celine, you remember doing all that.
I know.
You have no idea why you were like that, but
can you can see
it.
that I'm not the same me that I was before, right? No. Just gonna be very like putting my I have a light crossbow and I have a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like my only weapons, unless my scepter counts, but I probably wouldn't take that out of my pouch.
Yeah. Phaedric, refresh my memory. Did he take your chain last time? I don't recall.
No.
No. Okay, yeah. So you're allowed to take that in. Slim, you're allowed to take the hat as well. That's not confiscated.
But I assume I have to surrender things like my arcane focus.
Yes.
Which I've got a crystal.
Yeah.
So okay.
Oh, do I get to keep my bucket hat?
Yeah.
Of disguise. Cool. Oh, speaking of which, wait. Do I look like me right now?
You tell me.
I don't know. It's your hat.
Are you doing blonde-haired plasmoid?
Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
That's what you were
Yeah.
before, I think.
That's what I went with last time.
Mhm.
Then yeah, I think I'll set everything on the table. But when it comes to my scepter, which is my arcane focus,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna be like, this is a memento. It doesn't do
Oh, it's
anything.
very important, is it?
It's
Has a lot of personal significance, does it?
well, yes.
This
You
guy
see,
has like got a chip on his shoulder with you for some reason. You want me to take very good care of it, right?
no, it doesn't do anything. It's not a weapon. It's just
Give
a
me that.
memento.
Give me
No,
that.
I put it in my pouch. What I'm saying is, I'm showing it to you because it's incredibly mundane, and I'm going to put it in my pouch, and I will not take it out. You can't hurt a fly with it. I promise.
Is this your spell focus?
Yes.
He's gonna demand it.
Can't. I mean, can you tell just by looking at it, or can
Yes,
I'm trying to do a deception
like honestly,
check
yes.
here.
He processes a lot of people, a lot of mages, a lot of sorcerers. He knows what a spell focus is.
Okay, but this one is special because it's the one that I got from my goddess. What
Just
I'm
like the
saying
sword
is,
before it.
It doesn't look like your average focus. It looks different.
Ma'am, we take very good care of everything handed over to us. Please just give it to me.
I look at the rest of my group like pleadingly.
Listen, Celine, if it was any other situation, I'd try to, make an argument for you to get this thing in. But like, it's you and it's him, and it's not getting in. Just hand it over.
Okay. Dejectedly
Aw.
put it on the table.
What does it look like?
I have no shame. So it looks like the the rod that Sailor Moon uses. With
Yes!
the crescent
Yeah.
moon at the top.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yep.
I like how this is all after the comment that you made of, I'm a different me, though.
I'm a different
I'm not going to be
me.
difficult.
I'm not going to hurt anybody.
And then you're the most difficult person again.
Yep. Still the same me.
Thank you for keeping the Sailor Moon references alive in Antiheroes Anomalous.
It's a
Listen.
long and storied tradition.
Yep. I have no shame.
Listen, Celine, I mean, this is the reason we chose this place. We chose this place because we could get this sort of neutral ground, and Relius is going to have to do the same. His entourage is going to have to do the same. So it's about as safe a place as we could have this meeting. That's why we picked it.
All right, if you say so. And it's not that, for the record, that I feel uncomfortable being unarmed. Like, I don't think I can fight at all anyway, but it's a very important keepsake. I wasn't lying about that. And I'm worried about it getting lost or stolen or disappearing when I take my eyes off of it.
Hey, I mean, listen, if it goes missing, we'll tear this place to the ground until we find it, and I'll personally help you do that. I promise you, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Slim.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what are friends for?
Exactly. What are friends for? Kind of walks off stiffly.
Yeah, Mistral is just kind of like anxiously waiting on the other side through all this. Just like, all right, come on. Let's go. And when the four of you are finally, it's like, all right, It's this way. Come on, and she leads you to where she has booked the meeting room. Monk, I don't. Monk, Jacket, I don't think he. Yeah, that's all you are to me.
Yes,
Monk,
DM.
Warlock 1, Warlock 2, whatever.
Okay. Well,
Yes, God.
yes. Yes.
Jacket, I don't. Do you have any weapons to declare?
I-
Are you? You're not like a Kensei type of monk who has.
No,
like
I would just
monk.
give him. I have a quarterstaff. I would just give him that. And
Okay,
any
yeah.
weapons, I would just hand everything over that might be considered a weapon without
Okay.
any question.
Okay, cool. Mistral leads you to a there are a lot of like private meeting rooms, one that you can kind of see that have been written in sort of like just like little note cards slotted into a thing, just like earmarked with a like time and place. She leads you to yours, which is like Mistral Vaporia and crew at such and such time. It's like, all right, in here. And there's a sort of a long wooden table in the middle. There are enough chairs on either side. There's like 5 chairs on each side, so all of you can fit like as a group on one party. And then she explains that like Raelius will take the others. She sits in the middle because she's sort of here as your representative. And says, all right, good. We got here first. That means he can't get snippy at us for being late.
Who's going to be doing the talking mostly?
Well, if you need me, if you feel uncomfortable at any point, feel free to signal me or tell me that you want some help or something like that. I don't really know what we're doing here exactly. What is it you want out of this meeting?
Well, mostly we needed an opportunity to meet with the guy, since, as we've explained before, we have these concerns that he might have been responsible for attempting to murder our friend. So that's objective number one. We just want to, look him in the eye and confirm some things. Obviously, the main thing we were hoping you could do was arrange this meeting. You've done that. And now, for the most part, I'm hoping you can just kind of be there if we need you in case legal topics come up. We are all still new to the city, so if Relius tries to pull fast ones on us with laws or things, fact checked and things like that, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I'll keep an ear out then, but I'll let you do the talking.
Okay. I reiterate, who among our group is going to be doing the talking? Because there is something I can do without the help of a focus to kind of assist.
Slim creates an eyebrow and raises it.
AKA, I can cast guidance without a material component. There is no material component to guidance.
Oh wait, do Slim and I have our arcane focuses?
No, they would have taken
We
those
don't.
as well. So you are limited to
okay.
spells you can cast with verbal and somatic components.
Okay,
Unless
thank
you
That's
actually
very
have
helpful.
the physical component, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they would have taken like component pouches and stuff, I assume.
Yes. Yeah. There are some spells like I think detect thoughts, for instance, like it's the physical component, like a copper coin. So like if you have a copper coin on you, they would not have taken that. And if like if that wasn't like in a component pouch, for instance.
Yeah, just in a pouch. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the tip.
But there are also some components that are like a handful, like a dash of bat guano, and it's like probably that would be
probably wouldn't have
pouch.
that. A pinch of powder or sand that is colored red, yellow, or blue.
Yeah.
I can actually do a fair bit without a material component. Now that I'm looking at my stuff.
TLDR, I'm offering to cast guidance on whoever's going to be doing the talking. It lasts for a minute, so I can cast it before he gets here, hopefully.
I mean, honestly, Celine, you're a very likable person.
Am I?
Might just be, you are. I think it might be you who's best. I mean, if we need to.
Well, the thing is, I kind of got on his bad side the other day or earlier today, was it? I can't remember. When we ran into him at the courthouse and I tried to read his mind and was a little sloppy about it. And
I mean,
now
true.
I'm sure he's not going to appreciate seeing me here.
That same incident rules out Jacket, and he already tried to kill Phaedric, so...
Uh,
Well, but Phaedric doesn't look like Phaedric right now.
Phaedric, you want to do some talking?
I'm happy to try, but
well, maybe what if you wear the bucket hat and like I leave, but like don't stay relatively close? Maybe
oh, well,
give me a signal.
I can also disguise myself
Oh.
without the bucket hat.
Oh.
I can physically change
Okay.
the way I look, and I don't need my scepter for that either. I don't think.
Okay. Oh, what do you
So,
think?
I
'Cause,
mean,
like,
I was going to save that because I can only do that one more time today. I was going to save it if I was going to need to borrow his countenance, so to speak, and sneak into his office.
oh, that's a good point. Oh shit. I guess like we want to set the playing field so that he's the most likely to talk, which he already like by default isn't. So I'm
Well, I could make up a story about why I was practicing my detect thoughts on him earlier, and maybe I could get on his good side that way.
Or make it worse.
Well, I do happen to be
Chuck it.
quite good at fibbing when I fib about something that's plausible.
Before he does show up, I am going to recast Detect Thoughts. I realized I should do that before he shows up.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yep.
How long does that last?
Only a minute, so I'll just keep doing it each minute until he shows up.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it at will.
Yep.
Cool.
I think we should go and get offering maybe a deal to him since he already takes deals as a cleaner. We can say, well, how about we make a deal for him so he can give us information?
We don't know enough about him to know what he would want, though, do we?
I think that's part of this conversation.
I mean, maybe he'll tell us, you know, I mean, maybe it's as simple as money. We give him money and he'll tell us who hired him. I assume he's not the type of guy who will just sell out a client easily, but it could be worth a try.
The door opens at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and in walks a tiefling with pale blue skin and slicked back hair, cut sort of short. He has the spiky swept back horns, the piercing black eyes. He's wearing these purple magisterial robes with like the hood is currently down and is clasped at his neck in the shape of like a fraternity of order emblem. He's carrying a briefcase with him, and then at his sort of like at shoulder height is the little floating skull that you saw with him the other day. He closes the door behind him, looks at the group of you, says greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
And then like sits down, like puts the briefcase on there on the desk and just folds his hands in front of him and says, all right, you have my time, my interest. Let me lay down some ground rules. I'm here because I want to be. I'm here because I agreed to. I'm here not because you're compelling me. There's nothing you can do to stop me from walking out that door again. Do you understand that? Things
Slim
you can do
nods.
to make me walk out that door. Use that pry into my mind spell again. Attempt to interrogate me on anything or push any subject. I'm not interested. I'm not here to talk about my clients. I don't divulge that sort of information. This is not an interrogation. You'll get nothing I don't want to divulge. Is all of this clear?
Slim
Yes.
nods again.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why is it that you do want to be here?
Glad you asked. I'm here to negotiate a deal between myself and you, the party. You are, you have a name, right? You're one of those groups that has a name.
Yes.
We do not. We do not. No.
All right. Then I suppose in that case, I will be negotiating a deal between myself and your legal representative, Mistral here, on behalf of you as a group, Nameless.
All right, fair enough.
What sort of deal exactly?
The deal I propose is a... blanking on the name all of a sudden of it now. Oh, and I also realized I forgot to put on music.
Yeah,
Like that
the
silence
situation
was
could really use some ominous music.
What's the legal name for what I'm trying to think of? It's it's when someone's not allowed to come near you.
Oh, like a restraining
Restraining
order?
Yes. I'm here to negotiate a restraining order, mutually beneficial. I don't go near you, you don't come near me. I don't interfere in your business, you don't interfere in mine.
Is this going to cover sending assassins after us, perchance?
As a matter of fact, yes. When I say I don't interfere in your business, I mean I will not I will not send agents after you. I will not hire any contractors to harm your person, and in return, you don't do the same for me. What happened at the court yesterday, he's looking like daggers a little bit at Jack at Celine, will not happen again. Is that understood?
Well, we never came to harm you. That was never our intention. We were just looking for answers.
You did cost me 30 seconds of business. You made me late to a trial in which a lot of people were waiting for me to show up.
I don't think that's fair. You stopped of your own accord. We didn't pull you away from a conversation. We were merely observing.
We understand that your time is very valuable, and I think what our friend is trying to say is like we didn't mean to make you late or cause you any harm, and
Our intention
I think
was
we can
not
agree
to
that
interrupt.
I think we can agree that that will not happen again.
Good. Now, are there any provisos, any clauses, any addendums you wish to enter into this agreement?
I'm going to look at our lawyer and say, we are clueless. We are not very well versed in the laws of this land, but I wonder if we are entitled to certain information, having been the targets of such a vile assassination attempt. What are our rights as victims here?
So you're asking Mistral that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Mistral says, well, there's been no court case filed. There's been, if there was an active case, if you were suing him for damages, then there would maybe be a discovery process in which he would be legally obligated to tell you certain things. You would have to tell him certain things. This would take a long time.
Sounds like a lot of valuable time that could be wasted if we were to pursue such a thing. I look back at Relius.
All right, so he make an intimidation check.
Why intimidation? Why not?
That's what it is.
I know. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Sure.
Good thing I did.
Do you still have inspiration?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have what did your amulet do? Would she still have it?
No, I think I would have taken it back.
Yeah.
I've mostly been giving it to people when we split up.
It's okay. It's a 14.
Okay.
14.
Mm.
Nat one.
I think he's sort of scoffing at this, about like thinking of like how easy it would be to like swat down this like frivolous lawsuit that you could file against him. And then he thinks for a second and realizes that like any amount of time combating this is like time he doesn't want to give up.
Exactly.
So like even if it only took him an hour to just like make this go away forever, that would be an hour he could spend much more profitably doing other things.
So I have a counteroffer for you.
All right, let's hear it.
If you want to minimize the amount of time you need to spend making all of this go away, I would request that you give us the information we're after, and then we will be happy to work out an agreement with this restraining order.
You won't have to see us again.
And we will leave you alone, quite happily.
All right, ask your questions. I will not guarantee an answer. There are questions I can't and won't answer, but ask, and we'll see.
I understand that you do not want to speak of the identity of your client, but perhaps you could speak of their motivations or their reasoning, why you hired you to do such a thing.
He thinks for a second and shakes his head. No good. Telling you that is about the same as telling you the other. There are very unusual motivations, you see.
Well, I don't see, and that's quite honestly the point of all this. Do you know what's happening to us?
I think he's going to make an intimidation check here.
Okay.
Pull up his stat block.
Against what? What do I roll?
I would say wisdom. Make a, just make a wisdom check opposed.
Oh my god.
He only rolled a 10.
Oh, I thought that was a 2? But that was a 9, so 10.
Okay, I think, yeah. His stare at you is unsettling, but not like frightening. It's just like sort of weird the way he's peering at you. And it says, I actually am very, very interested in what's happening to you. Not in a sort of, doesn't have any profit motive in it for me. There's nothing I can do with the information, but on an intellectual and philosophical level, I find it fascinating. I know what is happening to you. I don't know why, but it's very interesting. Do you know what a law is?
This is one of them capital L laws.
Like
Correct.
Kind of.
Correct.
Mhm.
The sigil is built on rules. It's what we call local ordinance, things you have to do to get along in a city or a world or a plane. Things that have no innate consequence to not following them. You know, you can push someone over into the ditch down in the hive and bad things will happen to them, but nothing will happen to you innately. And then there are laws in which we have a sense of how the world works by studying laws. For instance, you might think that a law, and he's like using capital L law, might be that dead is dead. Once you are killed, you don't come back. Now, of course, we all know that there are many exceptions, provisos, loopholes to this law. It's fairly easy to come back if you have the right contacts and the right materials and the right know-how from the dead. Then there's what's happening to you, which seems to go against what we think of as an axiom, which is that the dead don't come back by themselves. That's interesting. Because if you're coming back by yourselves through no motive power and there's no reason for it, that's fascinating. That tells us something about the planes, about reality. And I want to get to the bottom of it. But
Can I roll insight check on him?
yeah.
Oh, now I roll well. Dirty 20.
Yeah, what do you want to know? What are you trying to insight?
I guess just the degree of like genuine intellectual interest he's got, and like whether the amount of information he's sharing is like all, or if he's hiding things, or I mean, in this certain subject. Like, I know obviously there are certain things he's refused to talk about, but
his information is, or like his interest rather in you is genuine. He's interested in for all the reasons that he's saying. What it occurs to you to wonder with that insight roll of 20 is, how does he know? It seems like he has some sort of source or like some inside information, because he's never seen you regenerate.
Right. I do wonder then if this interest that you're showing in us is fueled by knowledge that you have obtained from your client. And if not, where have you gotten it from? Do you have people watching us?
In the interest of being as forthcoming as I can, so that you don't file a frivolous lawsuit against me, yes, it was through my client that I learned of what is happening to you.
Did you get the sense that your client was at all responsible, or were they also as baffled and bewildered as you seem to be?
My client does not know why what is happening to you is happening.
Is it safe to assume then that your client's request was more for an experimentational purposes rather than malice?
We are getting into my client's motives, which is something I've told you I won't divulge.
I have a separate question. Actually, two. First, did your client know before attempting to kill Phaedric that he would come back spontaneously?
I think that's a fair assumption.
Second question, are we the only ones
The only ones this is
happening to? Yes.
I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. If it's a wider problem than the four of you, it's not something my client cares about.
If we go forward and sign this restraining order, is this just between yourself and us? Or would it extend to your client as well?
It would just be between myself and you. I can't control what my client does. I have many clients, you understand.
Yes, of course.
But the one whose interests factor in here, I have no control over and can't speak for, in fact.
So we could still be at risk.
In theory.
Okay, so this has all been very interesting, but it really doesn't help us all that much. Obviously, we all in this room want to avoid a frivolous lawsuit that wastes everybody's time. What else can you throw us? We need something we can go on. Obviously, we want to leave you out of whatever comes next, but we do need something to go on.
What do you want? What are you interested in? I can offer you many things, but let's cut to the chase. Ask for something.
Ultimately, what we want, I'm sure you're aware. We want to know who's trying to kill us. We want to know why. You can't tell us these things. I get that. But surely there's something you can tell us that's a stepping stone towards that.
Some information that's not a blatant, what's the word? In blatant conflict with your agreement with your client?
He frowns at you a little bit and says, let's establish a couple of basic legal terms here that might help you to know. Do you understand what the word can't means?
I believe so, yes.
Define it for me.
Well, it's a contraction, first of all, and not very proper language if we're getting down to brass tacks. Short for cannot.
Yes.
Which is indeed very negative and very pessimistic, if I must be honest.
It's a word. It has a meaning. What is the meaning of the word?
I believe you do not need to patronize us further by asking us such a basic question, Mr. Relius.
All right. Let me define it for you. Unable or prevented from doing. Now, this doesn't mean unwilling. This doesn't mean unlikely. It means unable. There is such a thing as a geas, which is a magical compulsion placed upon a person that prevents them from doing something. I cannot give you the information you want.
So I guess what we really need is that thing we discussed earlier, which is loophole in the binding rules here. Here's one I can think of. What does your restriction? It prevents you from speaking. Does it prevent you from thinking about this employer?
It doesn't.
So here's my proposal. I know in our ground rules we said no detect thoughts. I won't pry, but you just think about the employer and let me look, and that gets us off your back. I'd be good with that.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah, I thought so.
Guidance.
Okay. Oh, where did they go? Oh no, I rolled poorly. Man, one of those was really good and one of them was really bad. What is my persuasion bonus? I'm not proficient. I still need the guidance. It's only a 9. But I failed it. I know I failed it. I'm going to use my amulet to roll an additional d4.
Okay.
Which probably won't change it, but it could. It's a 4. 11? Or wait, what did I have before?
No.
Yeah, 9. So that turns into
9,
13.
so 13.
Yeah, a 13 unfortunately still doesn't do it.
Dang
It's worth a try.
He looks at you and says, what you're proposing still requires active effort on my part. The penalties for doing this are extremely painful, and I will not go through them on your behalf.
Understood. So we'll find a different loophole.
Good luck.
Unless there was a way that we could make it worth your while. Is there something we can do for you to help you feel more comfortable with this arrangement?
All I want is for you not to interfere with me. I have the contracts here written up, waiting to be signed.
Sure.
Unless there's language you would like to add, in which we can talk about, I think the time has come to get to signing those contracts. You came to me because you were afraid of being assassinated again. Is that correct? You've been walking the streets of Sigil for days, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for the bolt to come out of the blue again like it did that day. This contract will ensure that doesn't happen.
Not necessarily. It ensures you will not do it. And it is not the same thing. And it is not what we have come for.
That is something, though. That is another possible angle where we get something we want out of this. Because you're right, we don't want to be assassinated. And, signing this stops you from doing it. It doesn't stop any other fixer in there. But from what I understand, you're a very good fixer. Is there any chance that we can put a provision in the contract that you can work to prevent other fixers from taking contracts on us?
We can put that in if that will help you feel better. I will tell you up front, I have many clients. I work for many people. I am, to my knowledge, the only attorney who works for this particular client. My client doesn't spend a lot of time in Sigil, doesn't have a need for multiple lawyers. I think you'll get what you want out of this contract. I can't guarantee that because I'm not aware of all of my clients' comings and goings, but I'm fairly sure, having worked for this client for some time, that when something needs doing, I am the one called upon to do it.
I have a question, and it's okay if you can't answer it, but that just leads me to think. So, did your client? You said they don't frequent Sigil often. They only come here every now and then. Like, did
they maintain a residence, which they are not frequently found at.
Yeah. So, did they come here because they knew we appeared here?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Well, okay. How about this then? We'll sign your little papers, but could you deliver a message to your client from us?
That's reasonable. What's the message?
Can we sidebar on that real quick?
We will draft something.
Mm-hmm.
You look over the paperwork. We'll come back together and sign everything.
All right. I can put it in the contract that I will deliver a message to you.
Please
you can
do
then
that.
later on deliver this message to my offices where I will ensure that it reaches my client.
That's excellent. Yes, I like this very much.
We
All
can
right.
even maybe send the message through Mistral. Mistral, is that something you could do, since supposedly this is going to be a restraining order? Obviously, I think probably we wanted this to be the last we see each other.
Mitchell says, we can do that. It will be extra.
Yeah, we can
paid me
pay
for
it.
this meeting.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
Well, we could probably just mail a letter, right? But if it's in the contract that we're allowed to deliver this letter to Relius so that he can deliver it to his client, I'm sure that would be within our rights to deliver it in person, right? That could be in the contract.
Mhm.
Oh,
That would be fine.
Okay, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Let's do that.
Are we agreed?
I look at the rest of you who are looking blankly at the PC.
Yes, Slim gives
Especially
us.
Jacket, who I thought was looking forward to negotiating.
I was listening the whole time, but you said you were going to talk, so I was letting you talk. And you covered, I think, everything really well, so I'm like, I don't need to step in and start,
I'm just looking to make sure everyone agrees with the plan before we sign.
Slim gives a slow nod.
Yeah, I mean, we could sit here and discuss additional loopholes, but, I mean, I feel like that would be kind of taxing and difficult.
This way we have a direct link to them, and maybe we can make ourselves known to them and have them make themselves known to us. If they purely are just interested in our situation for intellectual reasons, perhaps we could offer them something.
Some mutually beneficial
Yes.
arrangement or something.
Might be a gamble, but
Aurelius
It's worth it.
says, sorry, are you having this conversation within earshot of Aurelius? Because if you want to be having it privately, that's totally fine. I don't want to, jump on your roleplay here.
I mean, I feel like
I
we're
just
still
think we
standing right there.
sidebarred.
Did we
I think-
sidebarred?
I think we
Okay,
sidebarred,
okay.
but we're maybe 3 feet away or something,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
being polite and not listening or something. I don't know.
Maybe,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
He's adjusting the contract. So, I mean, I can't think of anything else to ask in this moment, but if any of you have any further lines of inquiry, we might as well use this time.
I mean, I honestly can't think of anything more. I feel like we tried our best to pull at some loopholes, but I
He's
think
built quite a wall around himself, I must say.
I think the last thing we want to get out of this is maybe Mistral looks at the contracts to make sure everything is buttoned up nicely.
Yes, that's what we're
Yeah,
paying
for
her for.
No, I think we're just paying her for this meeting. Would she actually look at him?
Well, we retained her
I
services
mean-
for the meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I have so many questions, but I know he's not going to answer. I really wish we could almost free him from what's binding him, but I know that's even more complicated.
What level spell is a geas? Because I do have Dispel Magic.
I'm not going to tell you what level spell it is, but I will tell you it can be dispelled.
Oh.
I will say, though, Frederick, if you've got more questions you want to ask, you might as well try. It doesn't hurt to ask. He just might not answer.
That's true.
Yeah. No, it's just like... I guess it's not worth asking him because he can't tell us anything about his client. Really, who I want to question is the client, you know? So
True.
maybe there's...
True.
I do think that he came here of his own willingness, obviously for his own reasons. He doesn't want to spend too much time on us. But I do think...
Oh, I don't have Dispel Magic prepared today.
Spell.
No, I have Dispel Magic, but I'm not in the right moon phase to use it.
Pesky moon.
I know. Roll20 is not set up really well to show that. Yeah. Sorry, continue.
All of that to say that I don't think there's anything else I could possibly ask him that he'll answer. I think the real thing here is like finding out who this client is and interacting with them directly. So maybe in that letter, and the client, he mentioned that the client seemed like, it seems that this was all a test, right? And that this proved maybe something the client thought was going to happen. So maybe the client would be interested in speaking to us. There's no reason to believe not to, because now we know it wasn't just like, he didn't seek us out to like save the world. He sought us out for an experiment, basically.
Yes, I do think that, I think it's very likely that it's intellectual curiosity, especially if they knew you were going to come back.
Yeah. That is interesting. Maybe we could word this provision so it's, not necessarily like just a piece of paper letter, but like maybe we could include something like we could send along one of those experience capsule things.
Oh,
as
yes.
like the memory of our death.
Yeah.
Maybe that would entice the patron to be like, "Oh, I want to meet with these guys." I don't know.
I do have a question. Could we like something that we could potentially ask Relius is like, if he, aside from delivering a message, if he would be able to like facilitate us meeting, I don't know. He might not, but
would that count as him introducing us and revealing his client's identity?
No, more like, hey, like, I guess like aside from delivering the message being like, hey, this is for you, and like using his own like power and weight to be like, I recommend that you meet with them, or like, I don't know, something like that.
Or we could just
has a lot of power, right?
Just put wording in the letter that's like, "Hey, well, no,
I know, right?
the problem is our restraining order is going to get in the way." I was going to say we could put wording in the letter to be like, "Hey, if you want to meet with us, you can go through Relius." I don't know. Maybe we put. Maybe we can
I'm
put
not saying
Mistral's card in there. Like, if you want to meet with us, go through Mistral.
We could also add maybe exceptions to where if like Relius and I and our group agree to.
The thing is, like, technically, if Relius is being involved in this is still him making money. This is still him as a business. What he doesn't want is for us to waste his time or, like, send people after him, do something that will prevent him from doing his job, because that's what he cares about, right?
We are to involve Relius in this meeting. We're going to have to pay him, and I'm not sure we can afford him.
That's a
very
fact.
true. We're broke. Fair.
You're not broke anymore.
We've been fixed.
That's true. No, wait, that's true. I'm looking at
Phaedric, I think maybe you and me are broke, and then the other two have money. Is that? Wait, who's got the money?
No, I have money.
Phaedric and Jacket have the money. No, I really do think if we make an offer in the letter to meet this client, and we give them a time and a place to meet us, then they'll come.
Yeah,
especially if we send them one of those experience thingies.
Yeah, my one last thing would be to like just not put this in the contract, but ask Relius if he would be willing to like, hey, would you be willing to like try to persuade this person to meet with us? If he says no, then fine. Like we can rely on the letter. But I think if he is a client that only works through Relius, like there's a level of respect there and like, you know, and trust. So I think that message coming from him might hold more weight than like, these fuckers might want to lure me in here to kill me because I tried to kill them. You know what I mean? So even if it's just assuaging that like fear.
Sure.
I don't know.
It's worth a shot.
Okay, I think that was a long sidebar, so we should probably.
Yeah, I mean that became a full like frontal bar.
A full bar.
Full bar.
That was a mini bar.
So, really, Mr. Relius.
Relius is fine.
If we are to, we will prepare a message for you to deliver to your client. Would it be possible also for us to ask you, not necessarily to facilitate an appointment, because I know that would cost money, but perhaps just to reassure your client that we mean them no harm?
That can be part of the message, it seems like.
Well, yes,
I don't know
but
what you need me to do.
Coming from us, it might sound like a trap, considering our history with your client, but coming from you, perhaps your client would trust you more.
He gives you a thin little smile and says, the last thing my client is worried about is any of you bringing harm to them.
Oh.
Splendid.
Fair.
That's terrifying, but splendid. Very well. Then we will sign your thingy, but we'd like our lawyer to have a look at it first, if you don't mind.
Expected. Fair. He opens the briefcase, pulls out the contract, and hands it over to Mistral. Actually,
how big is this contract?
Yeah, before he does that, he's going to add the additional language about the letter. Just like put that in the contract so that you all feel comfortable making sure it's going to happen. So like along with the contract from the briefcase, he pulls. He actually doesn't pull a bottle of ink. He pulls like a quill pen, which seems like it's magical because he's only using it. He like waves it over parts of the thing and it just like erases, and he's able to just like write again in that space as if it were dipped in ink. The pen has this like fine emerald nib, and then it's just like one quill pen, just like with this big old like dark red burgundy feather off the nib.
I want one of those.
Cool.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
I have suspicion about this magical pen. Can I roll an Arcana check?
Yes.
I'm probably just being silly here. Oh, I thought it was a 2. It's better than a 2. 14.
This is Arcana, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
I guess what I'm looking for is like, have I ever seen any pens like this?
Your eyes flick over to Phaedrix Raven, which is the exact same shade of burgundy and dark red as his pen.
Interesting.
Oh. And I am assuming that shade is close to my guy.
I mean, you've met him. You've seen it. It's like borrowing that. It's like a signature type of thing.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, Slim doesn't have eyes to narrow, but they would be narrowing at that.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. Since I'm in Plasmoid, I'm so glad because I have been making all the faces throughout this conversation.
Yeah. So he's like crossing some stuff out, and like when it's crossed, it just disappears, and he just like writes other stuff, and then when he's done, he passes the sheet over to Mistral, who starts like examining it all very closely. And she takes about 10 minutes to read it, making sure that she's following. She's like reads a couple of passages twice to make like completely sure that she's got it. And she looks up and says, "Yeah, this does what it's supposed to do. Restraining order. It is," she notes, "magical. The same geas will be placed on all of you as a result of signing this contract. Are you cool with that?"
What exactly are the consequences of breaking the gears? Just so we're aware.
Relius pipes up and says, "The consequences are tremendously painful, potentially lethal."
Well, what choice do we have?
You survived worse.
I don't know why you would say that. I certainly have not.
Incredible.
But yeah, basically, so in concrete terms, what this does is there are some provisos and some language in here about it have to being like willingly. You can't just like accidentally pass Aurelius on the street, or if like enter a building where he was and you didn't know. That won't set it off. So there's some language in there to prevent it from going off in like accidental situations. It's sort of like knowledgeably or deliberately coming within 1,000 feet of Aurelius.
Okay. Well, I don't imagine we'd be in a situation where we want to break this anyway.
But that also means we can't go anywhere near his place of work, right?
Well, is it with the intention of seeing him, or is it? Is it? I'm asking. Is it? Will it only trigger if the intention is there to see him, or what if we want to go into the nearby vicinity, but we
or talk to Mistral? Yeah.
Mistral bites her lips. Says, "Well, my office isn't in the courts. I mean, you have my card. You know, it's elsewhere. You could come see me, and that would be fine. And probably you would have to in order to use me as a representative, because coming within 1,000 feet of his office would, from what I'm reading under these terms, count as knowledgeable approachment of personal vicinity."
Is it possible to change it so that it has to be intentional, with the intention of seeking him out?
Let's see.
Is that not how the spell works?
Yeah. I think Relius is not willing to go looser than this. He's saying this is beneficial to both of us. You don't come near me and I won't come near you.
But what if we have business in the courts?
Hire a good lawyer.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
What's the duration of this?
Let me look it up. "30 days.
Oh. 30 days, no problem. Let's sign it. No problem.
Wait, is something happening in 30 days?
No, the spell just ends, right?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the contract persists. The spell just ends. Is that how that's going to work?
Or does this spell get renewed?
Yeah, actually, because this is a contract and not just a spell, I think it might be indefinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Contracts could be annulled, though, right? Or revised.
With a good lawyer.
Really,
At a
shrug.
later
Send your people around and we can revise it. But once this contract is signed, the four of you and I are going to have to stay away.
Right. I'm all right with this. If all of you are.
So if
Mr. pipes up and says, this also covers people that he hires.
Mhm.
If he can't hire anyone from this point on to go after you, otherwise the spell will trigger on him.
Yes.
And if for some weird twist of fate, we do have to like speak to each other again or come in contact, or like you need to reach out to us or something, should we just do that through third
Through our
parties or
lawyers.
something? Okay.
Or lawyers would be best to communicate them.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Where do we sign?
He hands you the pen, like the quill pen, and indicates like there are like 4 spots laid out for you.
Wow, this is quite a beautiful instrument. Remarkable. I've never seen anything like this before.
Comes in very handy in my profession.
Where did you get it, if I might ask? I'd like to get one for myself.
It was a gift.
Oh. You must have quite the benefactor.
I work for a lot of people.
He's such a lawyer.
I'm trying.
I know. I see you. I love it. But wow.
Also, I have like a +1 perception, so I'm rolling with Celine has no idea. She does not draw the connection. She's like, oh, it's gorgeous. She'll sign her name and then hold the quill out to one of you guys.
Hey, Mistral, do you have a pen I could borrow? I don't like this one.
What's wrong with it?
I just don't like it.
Come on, it's beautiful. What a gorgeous red color.
I think I grab it after Celine's like give. I was gonna say give Slim a look, but no, I don't.
Yeah, where are you signing this? Under which name that has been prepared on the contract for you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I mean, I assume at this point, I assume he knows who I am. Like, so I think at that point, I just take off my bucket hat and just like, hi. Like,
I think he goes.
Like for listeners, it was like
Yeah, for listeners, what did he do?
like a
He makes like a very sarcastic, brief, shocked face, and then goes like right back to his neutral one.
Have you seen the gif of like pretends to be shocked?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Patrick Stewart one.
Yeah, Phaedra goes ahead and signs it.
All right. Jacket, are you gonna sign?
Yeah, I'll use the Mistral's pen as well, or writing implement.
Mitchell hasn't produced one yet. She's still looking at Slim like, do you really need a new pen? Do you not trust this one? I can go find one. I don't have one with me.
If you could, that'd be great.
Oh, I have one. Here.
Do you? I trust Celine's pen. I'll take Celine's pen and I'll sign
It's
it.
not as pretty, but it's
Celine,
just your average ink pen.
Do you have a little like inkwell?
I have an ink pen and a bottle of ink.
Okay, great. Then then you can.
Because I
Slim.
have a kit. What is it? What is it? A
Calligraphers or something?
something like that. I thought I did. No, I just have ink in a bottle. Yeah, bottle of ink. And a paper. Yep.
Then Slim and Jacket, you can use this.
Great.
All right, it is signed.
Okay. You pass it to Jacket.
I'll sign it too, sure.
All right. Aurelius collects the contract. He actually, I think he pulls out a duplicate, like that doesn't have space for signatures, and he hands it to Mistral and says, "For your records." And puts the original back in his briefcase, snaps it shut, and gets up to leave.
Well, I would say see you later, but clearly that won't happen. But we will be sending our message to you.
He just nods and he's gone.
Well, thank you, Mistral. I think that was a very productive meeting.
That went remarkably better than I expected it to.
You did amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
honestly,
you.
Yeah, you
bravo.
Like, have you done this before?
No, I haven't, but I did read a lot of law, like romances when I was back at home. Like,
Law
so
of
many.
romances?
Well,
What?
there was this one story about a lawyer woman, and she fell in love with one of her clients, and it was very steamy.
It doesn't sound legal, Mitchell says. It sounds like there's a lot of conflict of interest happening there.
Yes, there was, and that's what made it exciting. All fiction, mind. Completely unrealistic.
Right.
But that's the appeal.
I'm gonna need the name of this author. I gotta look this
I
up.
was gonna say, yeah.
I left it back
It's
at
not-
home.
It's not a Heartwood, is it?
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't sound like her usual fare, but
No, it isn't. No. I can't remember really.
No, it wasn't Dickory.
I'm sorry. We take romance novels and their authors very seriously in Antiheroes
do.
Anonymous.
We
So
do.
Incredible.
I need to know.
No, it's that one really bad author.
Oh no.
I can't remember his name right now.
Really
I'm about
bad
to-
author, but
I'm about to get owned.
No, it's not. No, it
Okay.
isn't him. It wasn't him.
Okay.
I don't think he would have written a book like that, actually. It's a really pompous one who thinks he's really good at what he's doing, and then it's like the writing's not great, but the story is really fascinating. And I just, I ran out of stuff to read that summer, and I was just cooped up in the house all summer. And it was just the last thing on the shelf, and I had to read it. And honestly, it had a lot of really interesting facts. I learned everything I know about the law from that book.
Well, Mistral says, I worry about your ability to represent yourself, if that is your education. Please call me if you need a representative. My rates are very reasonable. I think you'll do better with me than
Starpike, that's what his name was.
Book.
Starpike. Lawrence Starpike.
Yes, that's him. Yes.
I've heard of the guy.
Truly dreadful, honestly. The worst I've ever read.
it has at least one hit, so
Several hits. To our chagrin. We read them anyway.
I think Mistral is like also starting to get up. Do you need me for anything else? You know where to find me if you need me. Do you think you'll need to get in touch with Relius again?
Lord, I hope not.
Okay, well if you do need to use me as a go-between, my rates for that are pretty low. They don't really require a lot of legal expertise, so it's something I'm willing to do, fairly cheap. Honestly, you could just send the guy a letter if you really need to get in touch with him. You don't actually need me to talk to him, I don't think.
All right.
thank you for making this meeting happen. We really appreciate it.
Sure,
Yes.
sure.
Honestly, thank you so much. You went above and beyond. So
Yeah. Best of luck getting to the bottom of whatever's happening with you. Sounds very bizarre.
It
I mean,
is
you
really,
could say that.
it really is. Yes.
All right. And she gets up and leaves as well.
Well, we probably ought to collect our things and go find Jenny.
Yes. And
Perhaps.
start drafting that letter. I figure we can just send it via Nugget or something.
If you don't mind, I'd also like to talk with Sai.
Oh, right.
Oh.
We haven't gone to
Mm.
speak with Sai yet. Yes, let's do that first.
Wait, do you remember him?
Of course, I remember him.
Oh, we just met him the other day. What, you don't remember him, Phaedric?
the other do. No. Yes, what I mean is like remember him,
Yes,
like from before.
yes. He trained me.
He's gonna be really happy to talk to you.
What are we waiting
But also
for?
probably really confused.
Yeah.
It's story of our life, I reckon. Our lives? Anyway, let's go. Quite eager to get my things
Right.
back.
Yeah, you go back the way you came, down the halls, out of these like warren of meeting rooms. You can see somebody is already like, as soon as somebody's kind of like waiting for you to leave, and like puts another card in the door, replacing Mistral's thing. And you go back and you leave, and you go back to the to the customs where all your stuff is there.
I'm going to, as I collect my things, say, I really feel I must apologize. I know I caused you quite a bit of grief before, and it was, I assure you, quite intentional. But I feel like I have greatly changed since then, and I made a fuss today and I shouldn't have. And I really hope this can help smooth things over. And I kind of just put a gold on the table and walk away with my things.
He looks down and he takes it and like, okay.
Just like 1 gold.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and he hands
Walk away.
He hands you back your broken scepter. Your
No!
No, I'm kidding. All your stuff is perfectly intact.
He like snapped it across his knee as soon as I wasn't looking. Bastard. Give me back that gold.
Yeah, all your stuff is exactly as you left it. And you put it all back in your pack and you sort of leave the gymnasium.
Yes.
I'm
like cradling my scepter as we leave.
So like the gymnasium is sort of this big like courtyard, sort of centered around thing. It's got these high walls, and then like there's sort of an inner courtyard, and the gate that you went out is like between the inner courtyard, and then there's like an outer one that's just like sort of also around the gymnasium. You emerge into this outer courtyard, and standing across the plaza from the gymnasium entrance is a young tabaxi woman who's very short in stature and has this like very short-haired calico pattern fur. She's definitely looking at you, and so are the people flanking her on either side. All of whom are wearing a sort of strange-looking uniform. She's carrying this mean-looking spear that's like capped with 2 points. It's like a bident. And between the 2 points, there's this crackle, this steady stream of coruscating energy. You look around you, and you can see positioned on the rooftops around the buildings in this courtyard are a troop of Modrons, each of whom has crossbows trained on you. I'm gonna pull you to a map right now.
Jesus, what is happening?
Holy cow.
Relius, we had an agreement.
Your agreement was not retroactive.
No.
She calls out to you across the courtyard. Halt, anomalies! You have been identified by the Bureau of Interplanar Risk Analysis.
Oh my god!
Multiversal threats. Submit to us for study and analysis, or we will take you in by force. She like shifts to a combat stance and like gets this very predatory smile. The choice is yours, but I would be very happy if you resisted. Roll initiative.
Jesus Christ!
Where's our
You
music?
can't
Nick?
catch a break.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Where's our music? I need my music.
Fuck! Wow,
This is a
botched
mess
that
of my
initiative
own
roll.
making.
Yep. I blame
Wait,
you completely.
why?
Because I invented this bureau in
The
campaign
Bureau
1.
of Interplanar Risk Analysis featured heavily in campaign 1.
Where's our friend, though?
Okay, wait. That's incredible, but also
They were on to Harmony because she was a threat to the multiverse.
Harmony is a threat to the
Fuck.
multiverse, like all the time, constantly.
so my initiative
gosh,
is
Nick.
trash. That is a 4 for me.
Oh, okay.
I got you beat. I got a 2.
Hey!
2 for Celine. What did Slim get?
15.
Pretty good. And how about our monk?
Monk got 24.
Dang, monk.
Damn.
That's where we want to in the initiative, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if I was Melissa, I'd be like, no! Why am I playing a dex-based character?
Every
Right.
time.
I
Right.
gotta pull up a couple of stat blocks here.
Oh god.
Uh,
You know what I would retroactively love? That would be like really cute. A long rest. That would be Amazing.
That would be so
man.
cute.
Oh, I
That would be
forgot.
so cute. So
I
cute.
have no spell slots. I have no sorcery points.
This map is really cool, though. By the way,
Oh, thanks.
It's dope. Yeah.
I think I bought this from somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where at the moment.
it looks really good. I like it.
Oh, I hope this isn't like. Oh my god, this is real bad. Cool.
What was that noise?
Cool.
I thought it was in the music.
I think it's
Oh,
the
me
music.
Phaedric, remember we do 2 blasts now when we blast.
Yes.
Do we?
Yep, level 5.
Good. And I got the what thingy did you get? I got the repelling blast.
I'm gonna have to check on that. See
By
what I did.
thingy, I mean Eldritch Invocation, of course.
I also did
I was
repelling.
just using
Sweet.
the
We both did the same.
Yeah, I was
Technical
gonna say. I feel like Ethan also was looking at that one.
yeah, and you told me, hey, check with Ethan, and I forgot. Sorry about that.
It would have been
It's
so
okay,
cool if
okay.
one of us pushed and one of us pulled, but
I think it's cool that both of you are pulling because it's obviously the most useful one.
Pushing.
pushy.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Pushing.
We just stack them and just keep them all.
Stay away.
Still doing some initiative, doing some
That's
garbage
cool.
rolls, just like y'all.
I'm reminding myself what my character can do, so you are good.
Would you believe 3 different people in this fight all rolled a 4 on initiative?
Incredible.
That's fantastic.
So, I think as we are preparing, Jacket will say, are we running or fighting from this?
Oh, good point. 1, 2, 3,
I'm not sure we can win
7,
this.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 13 of them and 4 of us, so,
I'm not sure we can win. Unless you think you can take out a number of them.
Are you sure we can run? I mean, Jacket looks fast, but
We could clear a
Sure.
path and head that way together.
all right, let's try for that.
yeah.
I
Okay.
might. Okay.
Jacket, what's the first move?
Okay, Jacket will say, let's see. I think he'll say, follow me then. And then, how high are these rooftops?
These rooftops are, I want to say, about 25 feet.
Okay. Do I have a climb speed as a shifter?
I don't know, do you?
Let's see. It doesn't look like it. And I'm not at the monk level that I have a climb speed either, I
Yeah.
don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What would it take for me to get up there? If I wanted to go to, like, this one.
There are places where I think you could probably like make some sort of acrobatics check to like
Okay.
jump up on an awning and bounce on that, but this particular building with this particular quadrone doesn't have anything like that. I think you just can't get up there.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll probably run over to this one then, because there's a staircase.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and
let
then you could
me-
walk across this little bridge right here.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah, but what I might do is use Step of the Wind. So to pull somebody, you use your movement, right? It's like double movement.
Yeah.
So if I use Step of the Wind to use dash, can I still pull somebody with 80 feet of movement then?
Yeah, is your regular movement speed 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you moved and then dashed with somebody, you would have 40 feet of movement.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to pull Celine with me then.
Okay.
Hey, don't do that.
No?
No,
You don't wanna
I
be
can
pulled?
teleport. I
Oh,
took
you have-
Thunderstep.
Understood. Okay. Well,
That was going to be my secret weapon, so you don't
Then
need
never
to
mind.
pull me with you.
does anyone want to be pulled, or do you want me to start punching a bunch instead? I can do that instead.
Pull Phaedric.
No, I think you should attack
I can
people.
Misty Step.
You are
Okay, fine.
you are our
So I
melee
could-
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
that's
Misty
fine.
Step and then run and then yeah.
Like distract them so the squishy ones can get out.
Okay.
Please,
Then
thank
I
you.
will just use. I won't do that, and I'll just come over here.
Jacket reaches for Celine and she's like, no, I got this.
All right, slow Celine. I was trying to save our 2 initiative person from getting shot at, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. So, how high are the walls around the staircase? Do I have like full cover from everybody else at this point if I climb that stairwell?
Oh, like the guardrails around them are probably like half height.
So like
I would
10,
say-
10 feet or something?
I mean,
Or-
the wall, like this wall is like 10 feet, but the amount of cover it gives you, I would say it's like half cover.
Oh, half cover. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to make some attacks against this Modron.
Okay.
Let's see here. Never played a monk before. Let me look at my stuff here.
They're fun.
Didn't use Step of the Wind, but I do have extra attack because we're level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, let's just do it. First attack is a 16 plus 8, so that's 24 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, I took Martial Adept as a feat at level 4, so I'm going to make this a trip attack.
Ooh.
Oh,
So he has to make a DC 16 strength save, or be knocked
Okay.
prone.
let's see.
Every character Zach plays becomes a battle master.
I know. I was like, of course you did Martial Adept.
That's so
it's a
good.
strength
Yeah.
Rolled a 19.
Okay, so he passes, but I still get the damage dice. So that is 12 damage.
Okay.
Is he still doing okay?
Yeah, still, literally still on its feet.
Then I
because
will.
You didn't trip it.
Cool. Then I'll make my next attack, which is a 26 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 11 damage.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I have 6 plus 5.
Oh, yeah, that's max
Wow.
damage then.
Yep, I rolled a 6, so.
Are you trying to kill this thing because it's down? Was that lethal?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's dead.
Yep. And
Exactly.
then I will use. Let's see here. How much I use? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 10 feet of movement left. Still have my bonus action. I guess I will use Step of the Wind then.
Okay.
And I will run up and across this bridge to this one.
Sounds good.
And also, I think if I can do this as like a free action, Jacket's going to pull out a mask and he'll put a mask on.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And you guys see him pull out this mask that it's a white and black mask that covers pretty much his whole face except for one of his eyes. It's his left eye is not covered, except there's like a black like mesh so he can still see through it. And on the right side where his mouth would be, there's like fang sharpened like teeth on it. And he puts that on. And he's menacing this other Modron now. I think I'm out of actions at this point, so I am
think you
done.
are. In which case it is Slim's turn.
Okay. Slim is going to pull his amulet out from his stomach and give it to Celine. And just say, just hold on to this. Might help you out a little bit. I guess we're following Jacket. And then he's going to head that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then remind me what these things behind this tabaxi look like.
They are.
Can you zoom in on the icons for us?
Oh yeah. See if I can remember how to do that.
Click on it and then Shift Z.
Shift C. Okay.
Oh, they're people. Okay.
Yeah, they're just.
So like green is people. Sorry.
They're. I mean, they're not all human, but they're all humanoids. You know, like there's a couple of them are human. There's like a Genasi back there. There's a Gith back there. These are sort of like rank and file BIRA people.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say rank and file BITCHs.
And then you said that this Tabaxi woman has like a bident
Yeah.
that's crackling with horrible energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to try and keep her away from Celine. That's the plan. I'm going to Eldritch Blast her twice.
Okay.
Oh no, one of these isn't very good. What is my bonus to hit? Eldritch Blast. Bonus is... So the first one's a 12.
That one just sort of like hits her plate armor and just sort of like crackles her off harmlessly.
And the second one's a 20.
That one does hit.
Okay.
So what do you do?
So it does... Let me roll the damage. Oh, wow. Pretty close to max. 14 force damage. And then, let me reread how Repelling Blast works. When you hit a creature, you can push the creature up to 10 feet away. It's that simple. So I do.
Okay.
And 10 feet away would be diagonal, so...
Yeah. Okay. So she gets like sort of pushed behind one of these, one of her soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And she just lets out this...
And I don't... does anyone look hurt at the moment? I know we had a short rest, but...
I'm totally fine.
I'm totally fine.
Okay. Then I don't have any bonus actions I need to do for this turn, so I think that's my turn.
Okay. Up next are the Mojons. Let's see. What is the range of this thing? Oh, it's pretty good. Let's get my little ruler tool out. Nice. Nice.
What?
I feel targeted, but
I'm terrified for you.
I'm
right now.
doing this to Slim because Slim is like the furthest away from all of them.
Yep.
So it's basically if they can hit Slim, they can hit anybody.
I see.
Cool. One of them, the one next to Jacket, is just going to make just tries to punch Jacket twice. It drops the bow and is just going to try and like match you blow for blow.
Okay. All right.
Smart.
Yeah.
Can probably win.
Super smart. What's your AC?
19.
Okay, these both miss.
Okay.
This thing is not as good at you as hand-to-hand combat.
It's not monk like me.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Let's see here. The rest of them, this one is going, let's see. This one right here is going to fire at Slim. But Slim, I think you have some cover, right? You have like half cover?
If that stairway would count as half cover, then yeah.
Would it?
I mean, it's got like
it's
an
from
upper
above.
level advantage.
Yeah, if it was firing from the ground, I think you would, but it's firing from above, so I don't think you do. Okay.
All right.
It's gonna make it fires off like this. All of these quadrones have. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. They all have like 4 arms and a crossbow in each arm. So this one's gonna fire at you 4 times.
Oh, that's right. They do this.
Yeah. Let's see. The 22 will hit, I'm pretty sure. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. And then a natural 1. So Slim take 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
How many quadrones are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 others are also going to target you. So let's make some more attacks against Slim.
To make things easier for you, you're fishing for a 14.
Oh, really? That's that low?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You're not a monk.
Nope.
I keep thinking that you were a monk. Okay, this is 2 more hits. No, 14. 3 more hits. And the fourth one misses. So that's 15 more piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the third Mojon targeting you fires. One hit. Oh, there's a nat 20.
Great.
But the other one missed. So this is... Let's see. This is 5 damage. Plus, we're talking about doing the usual, like, max plus
Mm-hmm.
D roll.
If it's 5 plus something, I'm down. I had 7.
Then you're down.
Yep. I had 7.
Okay. That is 4 of the Mojon's turn. There's 3 left. Neither Celine nor Phaedric has gone yet, right?
No.
That's
Okay.
correct.
In that case, one of them is going to... I'm just basically going to split it evenly. So, Celine, you're
Okay.
going to get 6 attacks. Phaedric, you're going to get 6 attacks.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I am-
Phaedric, what's your AC?
Mine is 13.
Okay.
Ah.
Here's 1 hit. Oh yeah, wow, these are bad rolls. Let's see, it's 2 hits.
I have bad AC, so.
Yeah, sure. 2 hits plus... Only 3 hits out of all that. Only half of them hit. So take
Okay.
15 piercing damage.
15.
And then Celine, what's her AC?
I've got mage armor up right now, so
Okay.
I am also at 13.
Okay.
I'm so lucky I had those temp hit points from last time.
Here's
I
3
had 9.
hits.
So.
Wow, every single one hit you.
I'm gonna use a luck point to make one of those re-roll.
Okay. It missed.
Hey.
Worth it.
Yeah. So only 25 piercing damage.
I'm still up. Barely.
Oh, darn it. I don't have a reaction because I'm down.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Giving Celine my amulet does nothing.
Yeah. Phaedric, you're up.
That's cool.
Okay. I do want to help Slim, but I feel like if I oh, okay. Hold on. Let's see. Unfortunately, I already used my healing hands.
I got Slim. Don't worry about Slim.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Sorry, I'm measuring. Can I get up here with Misty Step
Yes.
and even further, like 30 feet?
Yeah,
Or
Misty
so,
Step's
okay.
range is 30 feet, so that should be fine.
Yeah, it's even like diagonal, like up.
Yeah, distance is a little bit wonky in D&D terms.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna. You said I assume you told Phaedric like I got Slim.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I'll just say I've got a potion. You get out of here. Run. I'll give him a potion.
Okay. So I'm gonna warp up here, close to Jacket, but over here, and then now this guy is at 10 feet. If I fire Eldritch Blast, is it at disadvantage or no?
No, it's not.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm just gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at this guy, and hold on, let me mark off Misty Step. Yeah, 2 Eldritch Blasts. Let's Let's see. Fuck. Oh wait, no. 18
That hits.
and 17 plus a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, those both hit.
Okay, sweet. And then it's 10. Okay, sweet. One of those is 8 plus 5, 13, and the other is 6 plus 5, 11.
This quadrone is dead. Woo.
Sweet.
And also, I think pushed off the building.
Oh, yeah!
From 20 feet.
I think you actually blast him onto the other roof. He gets pushed so far.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Jacket, let's get out of here. And that is my turn.
You can
Okay.
still move if you want
To
to like find cover or something.
Out of the map? Yeah, if there's any... Can I crouch down and just like go like up?
I think for a non-rogue, like hiding, which is what you want to do, it sounds like, is an action. So you wouldn't be able
But
to
I
hide
already
from
used
them.
my action.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's okay. I'll just stay.
I will say you can use your movement to go prone, which will give you cover. And ranged attacks have disadvantage. To hit a prone-
Let's do that.
a prone
Yeah.
creature.
That's cool. Let's do that.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
tactical.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is the rest of the BIRA.
Oh, Jesus
Um,
Christ.
I said
But-
I'd get him, but I may not survive until my turn. We shall see.
Butterfly on the wind kind of like gets up, just like shaking, and hefts her Biden and just sort of starts running after you. 3, 4, 6, but she's got a dash to get to you, so she's not able to do anything on her turn. One, two. The rest of them kind of like also dashing, trying to like set up like flanking around you.
Oh no.
Yeah. So basically they're all running to get to Celine,
Okay.
but none of them can attack at this point. And I think
Well, that's great.
Butterfly on the wind shouts, "We have you surrounded!"
I love the voice. The voice.
The voice is incredible.
Celine, it's your turn.
Celine's gonna look around and say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you, and 1 of me. What's a poor little sorceress to do? Achoo! And then cast Thunderstep. So she pretends to sneeze, and there's this big, resonating, like thunderous boom that can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
Nice.
And everyone within 10 feet of me makes a con save.
Okay, con saves.
And that is a 16, DC 16
Okay.
con save.
Con save. Okay. I'll do butterflies first.
And you're going to take half as much of this on a success.
Okay. She succeeded.
Okay. So she'll take half.
Let me start renaming some of these veterans.
Did above average damage.
Love that her name is Butterfly.
Butterfly on the wind? Is that what it
I
was?
want to befriend her.
Yes. All right. I have renamed these veterans so that you know who I'm talking about when I say it. Veteran 1, I think also succeeds. Yes. Veteran number 2 also succeeds. Veteran number 3 fails. Veteran number 4, not 20. So everyone except for veteran number 3 succeeded.
Okay, so those who succeeded take 8 damage.
Uh-huh.
Veteran number 3 who failed takes 16 thunder damage.
Uh-huh.
And then I get to teleport. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to teleport up next to Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to toss him a healing potion.
I don't need it. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Then I would have teleported near Phaedric, but that's
Well,
fine.
you can still do that. If you want.
Yeah.
You still have
didn't use your
movement, too.
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
well,
can-
I know. That's why it doesn't matter, because I've got movement. So I'm going to use my bonus action to change a first level spell slot into a sorcery point.
Okay.
And then I am going to offer the potion to Jacket, and when he shakes his head, I'm gonna say, "Okay, peace," and I'm gonna run after Phaedric.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna. Oh no, I used my bonus action. Okay, so
Yeah.
my movement is 30, so I'm gonna just basically run my whole movement off the map, and
Yeah.
It doesn't go off the map.
oh, is there no off?
Yeah, there's no off. But I'll get to why in a second.
Well, can I go up these
Oh.
stairs?
Yeah.
And I will skid and lay down. Like, I see Phaedric laying down, and I'm just like, I'm gonna lay down and hide, crouch by a wall and try to find some cover.
As you go up those stairs, sort of over to that area, Celine, you see Father Edgar is here.
Was that from the Raven Queen temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks up into you and says, Celine, come with me. All of them come with me. I can get you out of here.
Right.
Insight
Yes.
check.
And I'll say, my friend fell. My friend, he's down. We can't leave without him.
I'll do what I can. But if one of you can scoop him up and come with me, I can get us out of your grave very quickly. Just come.
I'm
All right.
very scoopable.
And I'll just count down. I'll call down to. I'll
Who's got a
call down
bucket?
to.
I was gonna say I have a hat. Just scoop him in there.
Bucket hat, even. Yeah.
Wait, is he,
Bonus action to scoop him into a hat.
is he a small character, Slim?
He
I am a small character.
Yeah.
Does that do anything different for picking up people and carrying them?
I think it would.
I don't.
So if can I carry him without losing movement? Or
I'll let you make an athletics check to do that.
Cool.
got it.
So yeah, I basically will I'll see him and I'll call down. Oh, is he in the alley over there?
Yeah, he's down in the alley, hissing up. If you want to use your movement to jump down into the alley, you can do that.
Can I do that safely without getting hurt?
No.
How far is it?
It's 20 feet to down there.
Okay.
How much HP do you have left?
I have 5 hit points, so I'm not jumping.
Yeah,
off
don't
of the
do.
roof.
Yeah, maybe don't do that then.
I'm not jumping off of a roof. But I'll basically say everyone it's Father Edgar. It's Father Edgar down there. He's gonna get us to safety. Let's go that way. And do I have a rope? Yeah, I have a rope. Can I find something to secure a rope to?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, I don't have any bonus actions or actions left.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this counts as an action, but I'm basically in the process of getting ready to hang a rope over the side.
On your
and
next
climb
turn, you'll be able to secure this rope and climb down it.
Climb down. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to do that
Yeah,
for Phaedric and Jacket and I who are on this roof.
Okay. Jacket, it's your turn.
Okay. So you said you'll give me an athletics check to pull Slim?
You can do it either way, but I'll give you an athletics check to do it without any movement penalty.
Got it. Okay. So what I will do, is that considered an action, or is that just part of my movement to
This is
determine?
going to be part of your movement.
Okay. Can I also, would you let me do a free insight check on the father to see if he's full of smoke and in cahoots with these people, or if he's being genuine?
Yeah, I think you can do that.
Okay, thanks. I have no idea. I rolled a 4, but I do have proficiencies. It's a 12 still. But
oh really?
Yeah.
Let me roll.
I just
Thing.
want to point out for listeners, I deliberately did not roll that insight check because I'm oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's legit.
Yeah, he's fine.
Totally legit.
Yeah, Jacket, you're pretty sure he's legit.
yeah, okay. Why wouldn't he be? It's so coincidental. Okay, so I'm going to come down. I'm going to jump down. I have slow fall, so I reduce fall damage by 25, so I'm sure I'll take 0. And then, I'm going to use Hand of Healing on Slim before carrying him away. So you get 7 hit points back.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to try and pull you into the alleyway. So here's the athletics check. So that's +5.
Is Hand of Healing an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
Okay.
And then that's a 22 on my athletics.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
So I
easily.
just scoop him up and I pull him. I have, let's see, I use 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get all the way up here. And I can't pull. Actually, Slim, can you take that spot and then I'll take this spot?
What?
Oh yeah, let me un-X you.
Yeah, I can't move you. Can you move up one more next to the father face? I don't remember his name. Maybe I'll be right here. And then since I have a bonus action left, I will use that for Wild Hunt and I will shapeshift, or just shift rather, into my more animalistic form.
Okay.
And get some temp HP.
Yeah. His name's Father Edgar, and I was like, why don't they know his name's Father Edgar? It's on the token. And then I realized instead of moving him to the token layer, I moved him to the map layer for some reason.
Yeah. And I see that's bonus action, movement, action, so I think I'm good.
Okay. Slim.
I mean, at this point, I think
Have you been healed, or are you still out of hit points?
I've been healed by
Yeah.
7, right?
Yes, 7 hit points.
Okay. Oh,
So I'm up.
oh, that's right, because you're the Way of the Healing Monk or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
Way of Mercy, so I can heal.
Yeah.
But I'm
Forgot about
kind
that.
of out of sight of everyone. I don't think I have line of sight to any enemies.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just kind of readying to go with Father Edgar, since it seems like that's what's going on. Actually, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll ready to go with Father Edgar. I was gonna maybe ready an Eldritch Blast in case someone came around the corner.
Ethan, you can also use your amulet on Selene and give her hit points, I think, right?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, I can't do that. Though I can see Selene,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, I'm looking over the top of the.
So
rail.
it's not my amulet. I can use Healing Light to do
Oh, that's
that.
what it was. Okay.
So that I will do. That's a good call. That's a bonus action.
Yeah.
I only have one more d6 of this, but we'll do it. And that's 5 hit points back to Selene.
Oh,
Hey.
thanks. Double what I had.
And right, because I'm that kind of warlock, I guess that's something I could do with my action. I can cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll do that. It's 3d8 at our current level. 9 plus 5. So that's 14 hit points back to myself.
Okay.
Great.
Is that it for Slim?
Yes, that's action, bonus action, and then, I mean, I guess the movement would be to run with Father Edgar. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Phaedric, how many hit points do you have left?
36.
Okay.
He's
That's
got
more
cover
than I
and
have.
disadvantage.
And I'm,
Oh,
I'm
that's
prone, right?
That's
so
right. Yes,
I'm
they all have disadvantage. Yes.
That's,
Plus cover, right?
Plus cover.
from the railing.
Yeah, I think some of them do have cover. Yeah, you're right.
Some of them may not even have line of sight to
Some of
Phaedric,
them
right?
don't.
Yeah,
I think
so
like
by-
probably most of them don't.
Okay, the reason I have so much HP is because I got 15 damage, but I had 9 temp hit points from
Okay.
last
Right, because you killed someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say like 30 something is higher than my max HP.
Oh no! Rough.
This one is going to get to a point where it can see you and attack, but all these attacks
Okay.
are going to be at disadvantage because they're prone.
Okay.
Let's see. Is a 13 hit?
Fuck. Yeah. Meets
Okay.
it, beats it.
So, yeah. So one hit. One miss.
Wait, if you have
Two
cover, it doesn't, right?
What?
Did you establish you have cover too, or no?
He
Cover
moved-
just adds a bonus to his AC.
I know, but
Oh.
but 13 is your AC, so if you have cover,
Yeah,
it would miss.
But he got up to a higher vantage point, which is why he's able to attack at all.
So he doesn't have cover. Okay, got it.
So he doesn't
From
have
that
cover.
one.
Okay.
Okay.
From that
Okay.
one.
Got it. Understood.
So one hit, two misses, and a natural one for the third miss.
Okay.
So yeah, take 5 piercing damage as this one quadrone is like trying to like strafe with all of its crossbows, but doesn't super do very well.
Okay.
It was like a really cool action shot, and then it switches to like the kid missing the target 15 times.
Yeah. Cool. Phaedric, it's your turn.
Okay, so
So you heard Celine
prone,
shout.
so I would have to like use half
You
my
have to
movement to
dash.
stand.
Yeah, you can use half your movement
Oh.
to stand up, but you could dash.
Oh, sweet. Then yeah, I'm gonna use half my movement to like get up, then use my other 15, and then whoops, and then you set. Oh, you haven't set the rope yet.
I haven't
yet.
set the rope yet.
You will have to jump down if you want to do it this turn. I'll say it's 20 feet down. You take 1d6 of damage per 10 feet. This won't
So
kill.
2d6 of damage.
Fuck it, wee!
Jump into my arms, Phaedric. Leap into my arms.
I'm coming, Jacket.
All right. Take the minimum damage. Take 2 damage.
Yes.
I rolled 2 1s.
That's really good.
Cool. So that
What was
was
Buzz
your...
Lightyear's line? Like landing with style or something?
Falling
Yeah.
with style.
Falling with
Yeah.
style.
Falling with style, yeah.
Yeah. You still have a bonus action, I believe, because that was your movement and your action.
Let me see if I got anything.
I don't know if you can do anything with it.
Useful. No, none of this is really useful right now. So I think that's my turn, and I'm with the group ready to go.
Okay. Cool. Let's see here. Butterfly is gonna run toward where she saw you all go. She's going to try and hit Jacket with this bident of hers. Jacket, what's your AC? It's 18, right?
19.
19. Okay. Does anyone have anything they can do to alter this roll before I roll it? Like a way to impose disadvantage or like guidance or anything like that?
One thing is that when I'm shifted, you cannot roll with advantage against me
Oh, interesting. Okay.
unless I'm incapacitated, I think. Which I'm
Okay.
not. Yeah, let me see here. It says, yeah. No creature within 30 feet of you can make an attack against you with advantage unless you're incapacitated.
Cool.
So that's one thing, I guess.
Oh no, I rolled a 19 on die. So this 24 will hit.
Dang.
Take 8 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 4 lightning damage. And you're grappled.
Cool.
Ooh. The rest of these people want to come in and aid Jacket or aid Butterfly, but Butterfly's kind of plugging
In the
a
way.
hole, and I think they're all yelling, "Butterfly, what are you doing?" Clearly a little bit fed up with their boss, so they're not able to get to you. Celine, you're up. You still doing a thing with some rope?
Well, now Jacket is grappled. So I have a way to get Jacket out of the grapple, but I don't see a way to do that without also potentially damaging Slim in the process. Because,
Yeah, I mean, I just healed myself, so
because Thunderstep is a 10-foot radius, and I have to be within 5 feet of Jacket, but I could teleport him out of there. So the question is, can you handle 3d10 of thunder damage?
depends how you roll. I trust you to roll low, Kay.
Well, and you have a chance to roll a you have a chance to roll a con save too.
Sure.
It's a bad plan.
But also, at least Slim is scoopable.
Slim is scoopable. Well, this is the thing. So my character doesn't understand her magic.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a
So
theme.
I'm going to play it as she doesn't realize Slim's going to be in the radius. She's concerned with getting everyone out. So as a bonus action, she's going to stuff the rope back in her bag, and she's going to use her celestial revelation.
Ooh.
So there's this burst of like silvery moonlight from on top of the roof, and these celestial angel wings burst from her back. Beautiful, not skeletal, radiant moonlight. And she can fly.
Oh.
So she bursts into the air, and she flies down, grabs Jacket's arm, and I think I'm going to be in a position where I'm like kind of here-ish? No, probably here-ish. So I only get Slim and not also Phaedric. And she's going to grab Jacket's arm and cast Thunderstep and say, hold on. And she's going to take Jacket with her.
Okay.
So everyone within a 10-foot radius of her needs to make a con save.
Okay, so that's Butterfly, the veteran, and Jacket and Slim.
Yep, I got a 15.
That misses. That fails.
Fair enough.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. The DC is 16.
Let's see here. Butterfly fails.
Great.
The other officer succeeds.
Okay, so with my Celestial Revelation, Radiant Soul, I can choose to deal an extra 3 radiant damage to one target. So Butterfly's going to take an additional 3 damage on top of what I'm rolling right now.
Okay.
Of radiant damage.
Gotcha.
Oh god. I'm so sorry.
Uh-oh.
That's 23 thunder damage.
Ah, I had 21.
Jesus.
Slim's down.
Okay. How much does Butterfly take?
So that's 23 thunder damage plus an additional 3 radiant damage. So 26 all told for Butterfly.
Butterfly, is Butterfly dead?
Oh.
I mean, if we're going by Baldur's Gate rules, you can't choose to do non-lethal on a spell.
That's true. That's true.
And
I don't love those rules, so I
don't love them either.
I'm going to leave it up to you.
But I also think Celine doesn't understand what her magic can do. She literally just got her magic. She doesn't know her limits. She doesn't know. So yeah, it's lethal. She doesn't know how to control it.
Yeah. I think that this thunder sort of like catches in this like coruscating thing that she's using to catch Jacket, and like this feedback loop just between her and the thing just like fries her, and you smell singed fur as she just like slumps to the ground.
Yep. So she grabs Jacket and she teleports out of there. Doesn't have any idea what the aftermath is that she left behind because they're gone.
Yeah.
So I can go up to 90 feet.
Yeah. Father Edgar is like clearly ready to run down this alley.
So I'll go like 30 feet ahead of them down the alley.
Yeah. Okay.
With Jacket.
Okay. Okay. At the end of this, I think Father Edgar is going to try and scoop up Slim.
Yeah.
He's going to pick up Slim and just like sort of run and dash. And at the end, at a point in the alley, he reaches into his pocket with his free hand, pulls out like a little token of bone, and presses it up against the wall, and a portal opens. And he moves through with Slim. And the rest of you can follow him, and we're out of initiative order. And I think that might just be the end of this session.
This episode.
So next session, you will follow Father Edgar somewhere.
Totally trust him.
Worse.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we
Completely
trust him?
He's a
trusting.
homie.
He's
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah,
saved our butts.
obviously. Yeah, for sure.
Insight check confirmed. He's legit.
Yeah,
He's legit. We didn't even need an insight check. Come on.
obviously. Didn't need a roll.
I mean, listen, I don't worship the Raven Queen, but this guy seems real nice.
How true. Oh my god.
All right. Thanks everyone for playing. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.